question was for Amanda, and I'm going to start it back over. So it says, which statement defines division assuming y is not equal to 0? So what I did is I came up with numbers for x and y. So I made x equal to 30. And then I made y equal to 6. And from there, it's going to help me to figure out what z could be. So if you notice, each one of the questions tells you x divided by y is equal to z, if and only if, and it has a statement, another equation behind it. So they're telling you, what is x divided by y? So in the numbers that I gave, 30 divided by 6, that's going to be 5. So x divided by y is equal to z. So z in my case is going to be 5. Okay? So now what I need to do is test out these numbers in each of the answer choices. So I'm going to take answer choice A and test out the part in the back that says z divided by x is equal to y. So my z is 5, and divided by my x, which is 30. And does that equal 6? The answer is no. So this is not a true statement. This is not true. Now let's go to answer choice B and test out this part here. So we already did part A. Let's test out the second one. It says z times y is equal to x. So if we have z, which is 5, and y, which is 6, does that equal x, which is 30? The answer is yes. So this is true. This is a true statement. But let's look at C and D. So for C, you have x times y is equal to z. Does 30 times 6 equal 5? The answer is no. This is not a true statement. And I should put the not equal signs in part A as well. So let's look at part D. For part D, y divided by x is equal to z. So it's 6 divided by 30. Does that equal 5? And the answer is no. This is not a true statement as well. So your answer is going to be answer choice B, because that's the only one that yielded a true statement. Okay? And this question was for Amanda. So Amanda, I hope you're watching. I know I started the live and I gave you the link and it didn't work. So hopefully you are watching now. If you are, give me a thumbs up or say hey or something so I know that you're watching. Because I would like to share this video with you again. And I think I'm going to try to do that one more time to get it shared out. Let's see here. Save video. No. It be the days that I'll be trying to do right. My computer just, don't want to act right. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next question. This question here says, the whole number y is exactly 3 times the whole number x. The whole number z is the sum of x and y. Which number cannot be the value of z? So let's go back to the first sentence. It says the whole number y is exactly. So y is, when I see the word is, I know I'm working with an equal sign. And it says exactly 3 times the whole number x. So it's going to be 3 times x. Now keep in mind that x and y right now are all their whole numbers. So that means it's not a negative number, it's not a fraction, it's not a decimal, it's just a regular number, a whole number. And then it tells you in the second sentence, the whole number z is the sum of x and y. So I also know that z is equal to the sum, and sum means addition, x plus y. So what I can do, and then it says which number cannot be the value of z. So let's look at what we can do with z. With z, I can replace the y with 3x. So I'm going to rewrite this as z is equal to x plus 3x. And then I can combine these numbers together because there's a 1 in front of this x. So now z is equal to 4x. So really you're trying to see, well, what can I do with this z in order to get x? So what I could do is rewrite this as x is equal to z over 4, okay? And so that's what these answer choices are. These are different values of x, okay? No, these are different values of z. Sorry about that. So what I need to do is compare these values of z and which one is going to give me a whole number and which one is not going to give me a whole number. So hopefully let's try to explain this a little bit better by showing you the examples. So a is 314. If I divide that by 4, the number that I get, 314 divided by 4, is going to give me 78.5. And this is a rational number. This is not a whole number. And it says that z is a whole number. So we know that z cannot equal 314. Okay, because if I divide it by 4, it's going to give me 78.5. Now, this is what I meant to say earlier. Z is all of these answer choices. So Z could be 314, it could be 416, 524, and 1032. When I divide each one of these numbers by 4, that's going to get me the x value. That's what I should have said earlier to make more sense. Okay? So we know that 78.5 is a rational number. We know that our numbers have to be all whole numbers. But we know that A is going to be our answer choice that we want. But let's look at why B, C, and D are not our answer choices. So for answer choice B, we have 416 divided by 4. When I divide that by 4, I get 104. Now this is a whole number. Okay, so Z can be 416. All right, because when I divide that by 4, I still get a whole number. Let's look at answer choice C. For answer choice C, we get 524. Now, when I divide that by 4, I get 131. And 131 is a whole number. So Z can equal 524 because when I divide it by 4, I get another whole number. For answer choice D, we have 1032. When I divide that by 4, I do get 258. And this is a whole number. So Z can equal 416. It can equal 524. It can equal 1032 because when you divide each one of them by 4, you're going to get another whole number. What it cannot equal is a decimal, a rational number. So 78.5, it can't equal that. So that's why we would pick answer choice A. as the number z cannot equal. So I hope that makes sense. This is for Amanda. So Amanda, I know hopefully you're watching. If not, I'll have to send you the recording so I can show you your problems that you sent to me. So again, if you need help, you can text me at 801-47801-9255. Okay, let's do another problem. Here's another problem. This is a 7th grade problem dealing with perimeter. So it says the perimeter of a rectangular garden is 37.5 feet. The width is x and the length is 15 feet. What is the width in feet of the garden? So we know that a rectangle is like this. And it says that the perimeter is 37.5 feet. And it says the width is x, so that's on both sides. And then it says the length is 15 feet. 15 here, 15 here. Now, in order to find the perimeter of any shape, you just add up all the sides all around. So this is going to be 15 plus x plus 15 plus x, and that's going to give you 37.5, which is the perimeter. So if I could go combining like terms, and I get 2x plus 30 is equal to 37.5. Now I just need to go and solve the problem. Just keep going. I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides. And we get 2x is equal to 7.5. Divide both sides by 2. And x is equal to 3.75 feet. So that is going to be the width. Okay. Let's keep it moving. So here's another 7th grade question. It says a community is planning to build a rectangular garden. The width of the garden is 27/4 feet, it's 27/4 feet, and the perimeter of the garden is 37.5 feet. The community planners want to spread mulch on the entire garden. How many square feet of mulch will be needed? Well, this problem here, they don't give you the length, and you need to figure that portion out before you can figure out the actual square feet or the area. So when they say square feet, square inches, or square anything, they're talking about the area. So again, let's draw a picture to depict what the scenario is. We have our rectangle, and it says the width is 27/4. And then it says the perimeter again is 37.5 feet. And the community planners want to spread mulch. Okay, so what is the length? And I'll represent it with x again. So again, we are going to be adding up everything. So it's going to be 27/4 plus x plus 27/4 plus x is equal to 37.5. Now the good thing about this particular problem is that the 7th graders are allowed to use calculators on the FSA, which is the Florida State exam. So these decimals and these fractions, woohoo! I know a lot of kids don't want to be fooled up with that. So wait, hold on. Yeah, not 27. It's going to be 54/4 is equal to 37.5. Now, as a decimal, hold on, let me get my calculator out. Let's see. Let's do 54 divided by 4 is going to get me 13.5. So let me rewrite this as 2x plus 13.5 is equal to 37.5. And let's subtract 13.5 from both sides of the equation. And we get 2x is equal to we get 24, and so x is equal to 12. So the width is going to be 12. So when you're trying to find the area where you need to lay the mulch or spread the mulch, so area of a rectangle is length times the width, and the length is going to be 12, and the width is going to be 27 over 4. We get, I can simplify the factors. That could be a 1, that could be a 3, and so now we got 3 times 27, and so the area is going to be equal to, what's that, 27 and 3, 2, it's going to be 81. 81 square feet. That's what we have here. Alright, that is how much mulch they're going to need for that problem. Okay, so now let's look at this one. This is another 7th grade problem. It says Lisa drew a picture of a boat. She used the scale shown. 1 inch equals 6.5 feet. The boat in her picture is 7.25 inches long. What is the length in feet of the actual boat? Okay, so scale. This is a scale drawing. You see this kind of stuff on different maps or something of that nature. And so it is what is scale? Scale drawing is like the drawing versus the actual. So that's what it's representing. That's what the ratio represents. The drawing versus the actual. So in this case, her drawing is, we know that 1 inch is equal to 6.5 feet. And if we have 7.25 inches, we want to know how many feet is it. So I'm setting this up because we have two ratios that we can set equal to each other to make a proportion. So what we can do now is just cross multiply. So we have 1 times x is x, and then we have the 6.5 times 7.25. Like I said, the good thing about this standard here for 7th grade, they can use calculators. Because I already know a lot of kids don't want to do this. But well, you know what? Just for kicks, I'll do the decimal calculation, because some people probably don't know how to multiply decimals. So this is going to be 25 carried to 2. That's going to be 10 times, that's 10 plus 2 is going to give me 12. Then 35 add 1 gets me 36. And I do a placeholder, and then I have 30. That's going to be 12 plus 3 would be 15. And then I have 7 times 6 is 42, plus 1 is going to be 43. So let's add this together. We have 5, 2, 11, 7, and 4. And this is 2 decimal places. This is 1 decimal place, which makes for a total of 3 decimal places. So I need to go 1, 2, 3. So the actual boat, the length of the actual boat is 47.125 feet. And that is the answer. If you'd like for me to do a problem for you, you can text me at 407-801-9255, and I'll try to do my best to help you out. Okay, let's go to another problem. Here it says Nathan wants to draw a triangle. He knows that two of the side lengths are 5 inches and 7 inches. What is a possible length for the third side? So, for this problem here, you have to come up with a range of numbers, but you can pick any number in between that range. There are multiple answers for this question, and I'll list them all, but if you were answering this question on the test, you would just need to put one of the answers. So to actually find the range, you take your two lengths of side lengths, and you're going to add them together, and you're going to subtract them. So to get the lower number, you'll say 7 minus 5, and you'll get 2. To get the higher number, you'll say 7 plus 5, and you'll get 12. So the range of lengths goes between 2, and I'm going to write it as an inequality, and 12. So what are the possible numbers you can have? You can have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So either one of those answers up here would work. So they say just pick one. What is a possible answer? And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 choices to pick from. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, so this one here, it says a circle with its dimensions in inches is shown. So we have 3.7 inches. And this is going to be your diameter. So let's go ahead and write that down. My diameter is 3.7 inches. And then it says, what is the area in square inches of the half circle? So first off, let's figure out the radius. So the radius is going to be the diameter divided by 2. 3.7 divided by 2 is going to get us 1.85 inches. In order to find the area of a circle, area is equal to pi r squared. And that's for a full circle. But for so let's put for a circle. But for a half circle, the area is pi r squared divided by 2. Alright, so let's plug in our information. And the value of pi is 3.14. So we would say 3.14 times 1.85 squared over 2. Now this is a lot of math to do. This is another standard for the 7th graders where they can use a calculator, and so I'm going to use it for me. So this is 3.14. I do recommend you take your time with doing this question here. Get the square first. So when you square 1.85, it comes out to be 3.4225. And that's divided by 2. Then I will multiply that number by 3.14, which is the value of pi. And so you're looking at 10 points, because this number gets very long. 665. And then once you divide that by 2, That's going to give you your area of your half circle. So it doesn't say what to round the number to. It doesn't say leave your answer in terms of pi, but this would actually be the answer. I don't know if they would have this as a fill in the blank, or they had to grid this answer in, but this would actually be the answer. Of course, if you had to round it to the nearest tenth, it would be 5.4 square inches. If you need to round it to the nearest hundredth, it would be 5.37 square inches. But it doesn't indicate what to round to. But those would be possible answers there. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so for the next question, this one here, it says, Mark placed a pool in his backyard, which is enclosed by a triangular fence. The radius of the pool is 20.5 feet. How much of the backyard is not covered by the pool? So for this question, you are going to find the area of the entire backyard, but you need to take away the portion that is the pool, which will leave you the area of the backyard that is not covered by the pool. So the first thing I want to do for this question here is find the area of the triangle. So to find the area of a triangle, and I'll put a shape here, it is going to be 1/2 the base times the height. So this would be 1/2 92 times 84. And so we have 92 times 84. And then we divide that by 2. And this is going to get 3,864, and that'll be square feet. Okay, so that's the area of the entire backyard. Then it says you want the area of the circle. So let's find the area of the circle is pi r squared. And remember, pi is 3.14. The radius in this case is 20.5. So this would be 3.14 times 20.5 squared. And let's see here, 20.5 squared times 3.14. And we get a really big number. 1,319 and 585 thousandths. So this would be the area of the circle. Well, to find the area of the backyard that is not covered, this is the portion that we want now. You need to subtract these two quantities. So we're going to say 3,864 minus 1,319 and 585 thousandths. And that is going to get us 3,864. That's going to get us 2,544 and 415 thousandths square feet. That would be the area of the backyard that is not covered by the pool. Okay, let's keep going. For this question here, it says the figure is shown. What is the measure in degrees of angle ACB? So angle ACB is, let's change colors. So angle ACB is this angle right here inside of our triangle. This portion here. But what I know is that angle ACB is a vertical angle with the 4x. So you have this right here. Those are vertical angles. So angle ACB is also equal to 4x. So what we're going to do, I also know that the angle that is 59 plus the 4x is going to give me 180 degrees because that makes a straight angle. So what I need to do is just basically solve for x. So what I'm going to do is subtract 59 from both sides. And I get 4x is equal to 180 minus 59 is 121. So do I need to go any further? No, because I know that 4x is actually also the angle ACB. So the measure of angle ACB is 121 degrees. Now, if they wanted to know the value of x, I would just have to divide both sides by 4, and then I'll have my answer for that. Okay, but they didn't want to know that. They just want to know what the value of angle ACB is, and that's 121. So let's see here. It's almost 8:30. And is all the problems I have for tonight. So I will thank you guys for tuning in. I had some real technical issues tonight, but I'll try to do better on next Monday. So thank you for watching. If you have questions you would like me to do next week, just text me at 407-801-9255. So I will see you next Monday. Ta-ta for now.